Hello, once again. In this lesson, we are going to deal with what is modern SEO that has been the evolution of the usability rules. That is the evolution of the navigation menus. But before going in what we're talking about, let's try and take back what are the original lines that were led modern SEO to evolve in this direction. We are starting to understand how the success of a project in an organic positioning through the writing of a content, whether it is conducted through a modern system rather than managed as it was with the optimization of the individual pages that is done one by one. It is in the meantime a consequence respect for the rules imposed by the engines. Rules in the writing phase for communication and publication. We try to summarize them now to get to know what are the interesting part is the last of these publishing rules, which is usability. Let's start from the construction of a page, which is a basic rule. First rule will have to be well written. By writing, we mean that, as we have seen, it must have 6 tags according to a certain rules of compilation. This page will then have also be present in a sitemap. We also understood how if our page should be written in multiple languages, it will have to be communicated in a different sitemaps, one per language. If we want to be present in a channel that is not only the classic text, but it is important to be present also in other channels, such as that researching for images, we have seen how it is equally important to have a sitemap to devote to our resources, also per language. Now, let's find out that the last rule is that we must respect our page or the rules of usability. A web page must always be reachable not only by a SERP but also internally by a user who is inside a website. In a simple terms, our page must be present in a navigation menu to be considered totally usable. This only because the usability value, or if we want to have a reachable web page that will be optimal from the moment the page will be read and scanned by the engine every time it arrives in a sitemap, in the same way must be reachable from a user who reads an internal navigation menu. In a modern perspective, in a situation in which we start thinking from creating a strategy that in turn leads to the writing of a complex content that has a numerical limit for the keywords, the situation within WordPress website, which has the limitation management of 500 keywords, for example, becoming the following. Our 500 pages containing the 500 keywords must be written correctly. Our 500 pages must be present in the sitemap of the site. Our 500 keywords must all be reachable also internally and therefore be virtually present in the navigation menu. Obviously, managing them in the main menu will not be possible, but as you all know, the sites can have more than one navigation menu. And it is therefore the reason why the site that hosts a modern SEO nowadays will have to be equipped with a very important instrument. A navigation menu dedicated to his SEO project, what in a technical jargon is called the index of reachability or the SEO evolution in favor of the navigation menu. In reality, it is much easier to see that to explain it, and it is also the reason why with the next lesson we are going to apply everything in a certain website in order to complete the first part of the theory, preparing us to better understand the part of practical realization that surely is the most exciting and interesting. Thank you for your attention. We'll see you in our next lesson. Bye.